In the daytime, I'm Marinette, just a normal girl with a normal life. But there's something about me that no one knows yet, because I have a secret. I'm a dumb bitch!
Sometimes, when the full moon is out, some houses, maybe even yours, become a terrifying thing. Warehouse.
All I want to do is respond to TikToks like this, which contain really good questions that no one is asking. Like, what is wind? Where does wind come from? Where does it start? Wind happens for a few reasons, but the main reason wind happens is that air that's close to the ground heats up more because the ground heats it up. But air that's up in the sky is cold. But hot things are less dense and cold things are more dense. So the cold things want to be lower down and the hot things want to be higher up. So the hot air goes up and then it cools down and then it comes back down. And that's the whole thing. That's where weather comes from. That's weather.
Love Home Depot in theory, but not in practice? Come on down to Menards for sinks, faucets, bubbles, propane and propane accessories, turlets, taped ground, brick hinge, socks, clocks, boxes, Mike Lindell, Febreze, carpet, baby carpet, Master Force, bricks, sticks, wood with quotation marks, lawn spookies, ocean blue, lawn spookies, bang bang choppy choppies, benches, wrenches, soft benches, doors, magnetic weather seal, Noah's Ark revealed, the Rockford Files, food for the puppy, food for the birds, squeezy boys, weird flex, but okay, Menards, we know the name sounds like a pirate getting hit in the nuts, stop talking about it, fashion bag!
Hell is going on?
Platter, wenches.
Thomas, where have you been?
I'm in the cabinet.
Can you get out?
No.
You have to stop gatekeeping every single video game you play. We don't care that you can properly play a pixel game. I will go into your Minecraft server and collect flowers all I fucking want to.
Okay, you know how the Beatles were like very much a teenage girl thing in their day, and now they're like a thing for pretentious music nerds to fawn over that are men? Is the same thing going to happen with One Direction? Is the same thing going to happen with One Direction? Are men in 50 years going to ask girls if they truly understood the meaning behind four? Is that gonna happen?
I make most of my money modeling for stock photos. Like I did one last year where they dressed me in a suit and took a bunch of generic pictures of me just like pointing, shrugging, picking up boxes. Got paid $500, a pretty good gig for me. But a lot of my friends have been texting me that they've seen my stock photos in their new office seminars on sexual harassment. So now I'm saying terrible things like, hey, female coworker, want equal pay? Earn it!
fix them a blowout. Half of swimming suits, clogs, and some balm of my own invention, yeah? Why did I do this?
Do you ever get headaches? Well, I've got some good news for you. I'm actually a nursing student, and today I'm going to show you how to get rid of any headache anytime, instantly. All you're going to need is a half glass that looks like these, or it can be, you know, like not rounded, whatever. Then you're going to take this glass right here and just kind of like set it down on the table. You're going to grab any bottle of vodka or whatever you drink. You just take the bottle like so, and then you just take a little sip. Headache gone every single time.
Websites where you can mess with AI, Part 1. A company called NVIDIA released an AI that creates super photorealistic images like you see on the right, just from crappy little drawings. All you have to do is select one of the things that you want, like a mountain or in this case water, and then the AI will do everything else for you. This is insanely powerful, and if you go on their website, you can mess with it too. Another website called AI Duet was an experiment created by Google to see if an AI can play piano. It works by taking the user's input and then trying to harmonize with it since it was trained by studying thousands of different piano melodies. All you need to get started with this is just your keyboard and mouse, and if you're like me and know literally nothing about playing the piano, it's still fun just to press random buttons and see what the AI comes up with, because it's programmed to try to make it sound good no matter what. And it can get pretty addicting pretty fast. And finally, Runway ML is an experiment created by Microsoft, where they tried to get an AI to generate images based solely off of the user's text. Now this works about as well as you would expect it to, since the AI doesn't actually know what you're typing, it's just guessing, but it's great for generating cursed images.
You have to stop wearing washcloths on your head to insinuate you're playing a female character. A word of advice from someone who spent 15 years in the closet and could make a dinner napkin look like a lace front: use t-shirts. They're versatile, which allows you to get really specific. Like, is she wearing an updo, a low ponytail, a high ponytail? Is she a blonde, redhead, brunette, blue-haired liberal? Stop getting lazy. Body your characters.
We have to stop normalizing the idea that math makes sense. It doesn't make sense. It's ridiculous. At this point, I think you guys are changing the rules every time I look them up just to confuse me. What the fuck is y equals mx plus b? How does it make a line? It doesn't make sense. If anyone you know or love does try to tell you that math makes sense, it's just because they have a crush on Pythagoras, and they need to own up to that. I have a high school level mathematic education, and I still don't know how to calculate a tip. The system is rigged. Don't beat yourself up. Fuck math.
What your emotional support piece of childhood media says about you, Part 1. You simped for Zuko then, you simp for Zuko now. Nothing has changed. At least half of your current friend group is bisexual. The only time you feel real is when you listen to Melodrama by Lorde. Bottom, you're a bottom. You feel kinda shitty for liking it because of the author's fucking terrible political opinions, but you can't let go of it. The word super hulock gives you war flashbacks. You are either a lesbian or bisexual now. Either way, this show is directly responsible for making you realize how much you like women.
Hey, it's me, Skylar. I have a dumb plant trick to show you. Check it out. So as most of you all know by now, I'm really into plants, like a lot. My friend gifted me this one little one, and now I got like 100. So I'm always trying to learn little tricks and tips how to keep them going, keep them alive. But there's one, the dumbest one that I hate so much. Now I'm not saying it doesn't work, but let me just show you. This right here is my fiddle leaf fig. Everyone say hello. The only people who have them are like indie girls and people like selling houses. Anyway, it likes it when you simulate wind, because in the wild it's windy. Supposedly you grab homeboy by the throat and just shake him like he's in a freaking whirlwind.
I am attracted to girls. I would even want to date a girl, marry a girl, but I'm in love with a man right now.
All gone too big too fast and then run out of room. We've all made a happy birthday sign. You get that poster board up and you're like, I don't need to trace it. I know how big letters should be. To begin with, a big ass H, followed by a big ass A, and oh no, oh God. Okay, all right, real skinny P with a high hump, and then we'll put the second P below the hump of that first P, sort of like a motorcycle sidecar situation. And now I have no room for the Y, so I'll do a kind of curled up noodle Y. Block letters in cursive look good together. And then you go to write birthday, and you totally forget the lesson you just learned with happy. You're like, yeah, but the past is the past. Big ass B. Surely more letters will fit in the same space.
God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day to save us all from Satan's power when we were gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, oh, tidings of comfort.
Every weekend I tell myself, John, gotta quit drinking, man. Thank God my name's not John.
It turns out that when you air fry a kiwi fruit, it just goes a bit weird.
I have a proposition for those live, laugh, love signs that white bitches got in their house. I think it should be alive. Fuck.
Every evening, my neighbor steps outside, rings a little bell, and summons the local possums. And let me tell you, they come waddling up to her from out of the shrubbery, and she feeds them snacks and talks to them, and it's super cute, really inspiring. But I have almost like two conflicting voices in my head. It's almost like there's two different possums at war in my mind. And the first possum voice is saying, just walk by one day with your dog, introduce yourself, start up a conversation, drop some hot possum facts so she knows that you're cool, and then before you know it, she'll introduce you to her possum friends, and then they'll be your possum friends, and that's how you get your ticket to Possum Town. But the second possum voice in my head is saying, no, you need to make a tiny crown, get a hyper-realistic possum suit, and then one night when she rings the bell, emerge from the shrubbery as the Possum King. Do you think she would like that? I would like that.
I have so much stuff I should probably do today, but I don't wanna do it today. So let's make that future me's problem.
You know how sometimes you just get an idea in your head that you can't let go of? And even though this idea is super weird and makes no sense to anybody else, you just have to do it anyway? So against all reason, you get out your sketchbook and you decide to actually draw what's been nagging you. And you end up putting your heart and soul into a drawing that will serve absolutely no purpose. But then, at the end of it all, you end up with something awesome.
When are we as Gen Z gonna rise up and make skipping socially acceptable? It's 10 times faster than walking and 100 times easier than running. Like, do you know how bad I want to just...
Please give me some serotonin. I just need some serotonin. Could you spare some serotonin? I'm stressed.
So Christ's body is the bread. Yes. And he rose from the grave. Yes. Because of the yeast? No. Okay, none of this makes sense.
We've all heard that the birds work for the bourgeoisie. But fear not. The weasels fight for the working class. We will burgle the capitalist nests of stolen twigs and leaves and redistribute their eggs of wealth to the world. Weasel à la révolution!
So I need to make something incredibly clear. This is something I say really often, but people don't seem to understand. I may be smart, but I'm also a dumbass. So what exactly does this mean? Well, I'm an intelligent person, academically speaking at least. I'm well-read, I'm well-spoken, I have a degree. But I'm also the type of person that when he sees eggs, he immediately wants to juggle them. You see, I am just smart enough to know that this is objectively a terrible, terrible idea, but I am also just dumb enough to do it anyway. Fuck! Shit! That was only gonna go one way, and it went that way. Fuck.
Hey guys, I discovered something really, really cool. You're gonna wanna see this. Okay, so we all know Velcro. We use it all the time to apply certain things to different surfaces and whatnot. But the only problem is that when you try to remove the Velcro, it gets kind of noisy and annoying. Here, let me demonstrate. Like, yeah, I mean, nobody really wants to hear that at all. It's just annoying. But did you know there's a very simple and easy way to remove either side of Velcro without making any noise? Let me demonstrate. So you're gonna wanna kinda put your thumbs right at the corner here, right about there, kind of space them apart a little bit, there you go. Then grab either side, and then just simply, just like that.
So I wanted to address a question I got the other night really quickly. Yes, in this household, dumb bitch hours are 24/7, but so are gay clown hours and sad boy hours. I am a triple threat, and this is your full stop shop.
So I'm a regular at our local Dunkin' Donuts, and there's this one particular worker who makes my coffee every single day. So the other day when I go in, she's like, "Oh my god, your hair's down today. It looks so nice. I feel like I always see it up." And I didn't think much of it at first, you know, pretty normal, like, customer-worker banter. Then the next couple days, it kind of turned into a little inside joke about whether my hair was up or down, and so naturally at this point, I'm trying to figure out if this bitch is gay. The next day I noticed that she's wearing a new rainbow bow in her hair, so I'm like, And of course I gave her a compliment on it, trying to throw a bone. Today we were the only ones in the shop, and when she gave me my coffee, she was like, "Not to be creepy, but I noticed you have that undercut and it's super cool. Why'd you decide to get it?" I took my opportunity and I was like, "I did it so that people know I'm gay." Immediately she's like, "Yo, I've been trying to clock you for the past few days." And I was like, "Yo, I've been trying to clock you too." It was the bow for me. She was like, "It was the undercut for me." It's not like that because she got a wife, but she is my new favorite worker and I would die for her.
Hey, bitch. Welcome back to your daily tips. I'm your host. Today's tip is how to dispose of a dead body. How to dispose of a large object. Step 1, kill a large object. Get a large object. Step 2, heavy duty, double bag. We don't mess around. Step 3, Clorox, because... Okay, so... Step 4, gloves, because...
I've thought about this before. Once we grow to the point, like people that were born in like 2000, 1999, right? When we get to the point where we're like 30 to 35, there's going to be a shift in life around us because we won't be as angry because there won't be that many old people getting on our nerves. But they're gonna like they're not all gonna die at one time. They're gonna drop like flies over the period of time. So by we're like 35, by the time we're like 35, 40 years old, all of the boomers will be extinct. And we'll just be like, "Why the fuck am I so happy right now? What's going on?" And then you're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, all the old people are dead."